Hi everyone. How are you doing? I hope that you guys are doing okay today and I hope that you're fine. Today our chapter will be dashes. First you have to log in using the aplusstudent.com. So you click on your name and you move on to language at the grade 7. The lesson will be use dashes. All right, so a dash often represents a pause in a sentence. So, pause in a sentence. The dash can show a clear break or set of extra content from the rest of the sentence, such as an aside, an explanation, or an additional details. So, you have to take note of the importance of the dash in a sentence. It sets off a clear break or extra content. All right. So, according to the legend, King Midas ultimately died of starvation, all because, so you see a dash here, all because of his wish that everything he touched should turn to gold. Now, this dash clearly shows a break. So it shows kind of like a pause and then a continuation of the sentence and more extra content. Warren strives to control every aspect of his life, but life surprises. So we have a dash here, but life dash surprise, comma surprise dash doesn't always accommodate his wishes. So now this dash sets off an aside from the rest of the sentence. setting quicks dash repeatedly, washing one's hand, checking that doors are locked, or counting things dash may actually be symptoms of obsessive compulsive disorder. Now, the dash set of additional details from the rest of the sentence. So, in a dialogue or quoted text, a dash can indicate an interruption or mid sentence correction. Lauren protested, but dash, no, you are mistaken. Now, this dash shows an interruption. So, dash could show interruption, it could also show a break, it could show additional detail, then it could also show aside. So the dash shows different things in each sentence. So you just have to be able to identify what is showing you in each sentence. All right, so let's look at some examples. All right, so now this one says to insert two dashes where needed. So you have to be the one now to insert them. Okay, so we have poaching and loss of habitats. Then we have a dash, not to mention infections and respiratory viruses dash are pushing African apes towards extinction. So you can see that two dashes were added here. So what is this trying to show us? So now this is showing us additional details, all right? It's showing that it gives more information. Now this one says to insert one dash where needed. Now the second one says to insert one dash where needed. The trade union's president was voted into office by resounding majority dash. At least that's the story they gave. So now this shows what? What does this shows? Aside or something or break. All right. So this is showing us like a break. Okay, it gives us a clear break. All right. So we'll move on to the test, and you can share your answers with me. All right, so insert one dash where needed. It says that the trade union's president was voted into office by a resounding majority. At least that's the story they gave. So is it the first one or the second? Where should we have the dash? So it will be the first one, which shows a break. Salmon hatch in freshwater and migrate to the ocean, though they eventually return to freshwater to spawn and die. So where should we insert the dash? All right, so we'll go with the first. And this also shows what? A clear break, okay? All right, so you have to select one dash here. Miss Crick studied both business and fine arts in college, a combination that makes sense to those who know her. Dash as the owner of a highly successful art supply store. So is it the first one or the second? All right, so we have the first, but if we click on the first, it is wrong. Okay, let's move back to this test. All right, so if we click on the first, it is wrong. So we can see why here. Because the dash, okay, sets off aside from the rest of the sentence. So it's supposed to be in college dash a combination. So it's setting off aside. All right, so we need to take note of that. All right, so we have select in sax one dash here. Hmm. So we have when the when they would be customer, so when they would dash be customer slammed the door in his face, the salesman sputtered, "No, I dash you haven't even seen my product demonstration." So we have different dashes here, so you have to select the right part that we will insert the dash. Okay, so let's click on. So the first one is correct. All right, the art festival features dash face painting, food vendors, live music, oh, and fireworks, Paula said. So insert one dash here. Where should we insert the dash? All right, so we have the first, but you can see here that the first one is wrong. So you have to move over and then see why it is wrong. Now, this one is setting off an interruption. Okay? So, live music. Oh, and fireworks. So, there was an interruption for her to say the firework. All right, so we have to select two dashes here. The aptly named Petit Port, a bridge in Paris just 65 feet wide and 150 feet long, crosses the Seine at a point that has been used as a river crossing since the days of Julius Caesar. So, which of this is the right one? All right, so the first one is the right one. So we have to insert one dash here. The proceed will support our yes. 100% of the proceed will support our effort to protect endangered species, explain the chair of the fundraising committee. So is it the first or the second? So we have to just select one dash here. All right, so support our. So the second one is the correct one. All right, so we have elephant keepers in zoos take great care when introducing elephants, highly intelligent animals with a complex social structure, to new keepers or new herds. So we have to insert two dashes here. What would be the right one here? So we'll go with the second. This over here sets off aside. All right, so setting off one to another. We will use the town of Killarney as our base, the Irish tour guide said. Then we will head out to, oh, how about the Dingle in Peninsula? So where should we insert the one dash that we have? So are we inserting it, oh, how about the Dingle in Peninsula? Or where should we insert the one dash? All right, so we will click on what? The second, which shows an interruption. Okay? All right, so we have this painting is meant to pay tribute to women throughout society. Dash, I mean, throughout history, the painter explained. So, where should we insert the one dash? All right, so we will go with the first, and that is correct. Okay. Alright, so Mount Rainiers Liberty Ridge climbing route is known for its amazing views and technical difficulty, not to mention its long history of mountaineering accidents. So, which is the right part to include the dash, the first or the second? All right, so we'll click on the first, which is correct. All right, so we have to insert one dash here. I plan to climb the highest peaks on all seven continents in dash years in 6 months. The climber told the news reporter over the phone. So is it the first or the second? All right, so we have the first. All right, so there's a pause. Okay. So beneath the Church of Santa dash Maria della Consiglione in Rome, Italy, lies a burial chamber, a six-room crypt filled with the skulls and other bones of about 4,000 monks. So is it the first or the second? Okay, so let's say a six-room crypt. All right. So that's it for our lesson on the dash. If you haven't done this, you have to make sure that you complete this lesson on the dashes. Use dashes. Before we finish, do you have any questions you can ask me and I can explain to you if you have any questions? All right, so since we have no questions, we'll end here for today. I hope that you'll have a good evening and see you all next time. Bye, everyone.